So in this module, I want to go over content creation and how to come up with some ideas. But before I do that, I want to share two more golden nuggets with you. The first one is that as people follow your journey and as they start to see you win, they want to live through you. They want to associate your wins as their wins. Let me give you a perfect example. Think of your favorite football, basketball, baseball team, right? Think about your favorite artist or movie star. You've been following their journey for so long, you've been following them all season, that when they win the Super Bowl, when they win the playoff game, when they have that award-winning album, you feel like it's a win for you. Now your social media is going to be no different. As you build your audience and as you grow a following, the more they see you win, the more that they're going to feel like they're winning because they've been with you since day one. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're creating content. You want to constantly demonstrate, and no matter what type of content you're putting out there, that you are winning. It makes them feel like they're winning, and it's all an energy transfer. The more you can make people feel better about themselves and the more they associate those good feelings to you, the more that they're going to want to do business with you. Now, in addition to that, what's the opposite of winning? Losing. What's losing? Complaining. We've all seen the Facebook posts of people complaining about this, complaining about that. Make a commitment today that you are never, ever, ever going to complain on your social media. Don't complain to your audience. Don't complain to your followers. Don't complain in your posts. Don't be negative. Leave that for the losers. You are not a loser. If you're on this program, if you bought this course, it's because you're a winner. So first thing, remember, people will win through you. As you demonstrate you winning throughout your journey, they're going to associate those feelings with them and never ever complain or bitch or moan about circumstances that are out of your control, because your audience doesn't care about that. They're going to associate that with losing, and you are not a loser. All right. So when it comes to content ideas, here's what you got to do. You got to just make it simple. Start to throw out some different ideas. In this case, we're talking real estate. So what I would do is I would keep it simple. Buyers, sellers. Okay, cool. Now let the ideas kind of flow. Well, what about buyers? How to buy a home? How much do I need to buy a home? What are some things that are important to know when buying a house? Sellers. How do I sell my house for the most money possible? How do I sell my home, right? And then because we're in the industry, these ideas start to flow, right? What are closing costs? What are interest rates looking like right now? So start with something very general that relates to your business or your industry, and then let the ideas flow from that. And that's going to give you a ton of different ideas that you can go ahead and create content on. Right? Now, another content idea for you is going to be demonstrating your journey, right? So you could think of it like this. Creation equals winning. The more people see you create, the more they associate you with winning. Now, one of the things that I love to do is I like to post things that I'm reading. I like to post things that really, hit me emotionally, or things that really stood out to me that kind of put me in the right headspace. So what I mean by that is sometimes I'll read a book and it can say something like, we can't control people or things. We can only control the way we let them affect us. I may post something like that. And then throughout my day, I may talk about a deal. Hey, I had this deal. Everything was going good. Us and the sellers couldn't come to an agreement. The deal ended up falling apart. It was a $10,000 commission check. But because I believe in, hey, we can't control things that are outside of our control. We can only control our response to it. This is the perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? What's the good in this? How can I stay positive through this? How can I turn this into an even better opportunity for myself and for my clients? And I'm sharing that with my audience so they can see that, hey, I'm living proof of the philosophy that I preach to other people. So that's another type of content that may not have anything to do with real estate or your business or your service, but it relates to your brand and it relates to connecting to your audience and your followers so that they feel like they're just like you, so that they feel like they have a special connection between them and you because you're being raw, you're being authentic, you're being real. So when you're creating content, you also have to keep in mind that we think in images. All the words that I'm sharing with you right now are creating images in your mind. And you have to think, am I putting the right images in their mind that are then leading to feelings? I want to put the right images and create the right feelings and have those be associated with me. So when you're creating content, that's why it's super important to never complain, to never be negative, and to always promote winning, always promote growth, always promote good energy, because that's going to create the images in their mind, which then creates the right feelings, which then gets associated with you. So when it is time for them to do something, you're the person that they want to do business with, right? So again, quick little recap. Start off with some broad general ideas: buyers, sellers, escrow, loan, lender, and then let the ideas flow from that. And remember, as we're creating content, we got to educate, we got to inform, and we got to entertain. Remember that we never want to be negative. That's not going to help you at all. People hate that. And that you always want to constantly be demonstrating that you're winning, because the same way people follow their favorite baseball team or their favorite actor or performer, you are now going to be that celebrity for them. And by them following your journey and seeing you succeed, they're going to succeed with you. So I'm going to do a deeper dive into some more of the other stuff that we're doing in our business today. But again, these are the things that nobody talks about that are just going to skyrocket your success and help you take your business to the level that you always dreamed of.